Hello, welcome to Win Some Loosemore. My name is Dieter and you join me for another of my mechanisms videos where I take you through some of the language that we use for different mechanisms, way games work, try and explain them to you, give examples of games either to help inform you about what on earth we're talking about or to give you some ideas of games that you may want to look at. Now, I would like to talk about one of my favorite mechanisms. This can be used for cards or any other kind of resource that you can gain. It is kind of a step away from drafting, although it has that similar feel. I've never seen this as the core mechanism, but it is in some games, and I'll explain one of them in a minute, a really, I don't know if prevalent is the right word, but it's one of the main ones. It's not necessarily the main one. Now, I've heard it called a couple of different things, but my favorite is the river. This is a very popular mechanism now, and I've never seen it go badly. It just works really well. Now, this is the idea that in fact, I'll tell you the game first to help explain how this works. The first game I'm going to talk about is Century Spice Road or Century Golem Edition. They're the same game, just with different themes on them. And one of the actions that you can take is to take a new card. You have a hand of cards that these are your actions. You play one, you do it. But there are a row of cards that you can acquire. So on your turn, you just do one thing. And one of the four things is pick up a card. Now, the way the river works, it's called the river because it flows. The first card, typically furthest away from the deck, is free, and you can just always, on your turn, just choose to take that card, and that's your go. If you want any of the other cards, you need to pay a resource to skip the one before. And so if I want to take the first one, it's free. If I want to take the third one, I need to put a resource on the first and second one and take the third one. Now, there's tactical reasons. You might want the particular card that's come out, particularly in Century. Some of them are just production cards and you're going to gain resources just for playing them. Others are particular trades that you might want to do. And then it's called the river because once you've taken that card, everything else moves to the left to fill in that gap, and then a new card comes out at the end. And so the cards are constantly getting cheaper and flowing down and down and down, so you're constantly doing this. And this just creates a really nice balance in games like Century where you are working out the timing of your tactics, and it creates just a really fun tension of, do I want to pay loads to get the thing that I want right now because that's going to benefit me, or do I think I can wait a few turns for other people to have made it cheaper because it's flowed down the river a bit more, and then I can claim it, but then I'm running the risk that somebody else will get it. Maybe they'll pay slightly less than me, and so there's that really cool tension. Another game that uses this but not for cards is a game called Small World that I've spoken about potentially before. Definitely done a why I like for it, in which case that's how you get your combination of race and ability. So in Small World, it's an area control style game we'll talk about another time, where you are spreading out on a map and battling other people, but it's a really quick and fast-paced one. I know they mean the same thing, and after a while you'll run out of people that you can put on, so you need to put them into decline. You need to stop using those people and get a new type of people, and they have a crazy special power as well. And so you need to take from the selection that's there, and the bottom one again is free, and everyone you want after, you have to place a coin. And so you might want a particular combination because that's going to help your strategy in the short term, or you might just think some combinations are better than others. That's up to you. But again, it gets replaced and refilled, and so it flows down rather than along, but that's just on how you arrange it. That doesn't really matter. I really like it. It's a great mechanism. Every time it shows up in any game, I weirdly immediately feel at ease and kind of comfortable with the games. Like, oh, I know how this one works. It brings me a little bit of joy to have that tension that I spoke about on when do I gamble, when do I time getting the thing that I wanted. Oh no, you took the thing that I desperately wanted, but maybe the new thing that's come out is perfect for what I want to do, but do I have the resources to spend on it? The coins, particularly in Small World, the coins that you're spending to skip are the points at the end of the game. So there's that kind of tension as well. So that's kind of the river. Other people may have other names for it, but that's all we mean. Is typically the first thing is free, you pay more and more and more to get the one further and further away, but this all moves down and new things come out, and so it's constantly flowing. That's why it's called the river. Hopefully that's been helpful for you in understanding what we mean, and hopefully it's a mechanism that you enjoy as well. Do pop down in the comments other games that you know that you enjoy or don't enjoy that use this mechanism. Why not? All the stuff. We love hearing from you. If you enjoyed this video, do consider watching some of our others and subscribing to the channel. Maybe hit the bell icon so you stay notified when we put out new material. Do find us on social media. We're there. We'd love to connect with you. Hope to see you again on another video. I've been Dieter for Win Some, Loosemore. Goodbye.